Hey everybody, welcome back to another Success After 6 Liberty virtual read aloud. Some of you have been asking about some chapter books, and I know we have a lot of animal lovers here, so I've decided that we should get into the book series, Hank the Cowdog. I love these book series because they're fun, they are adventurous, and of course they have animals. So this is for some of our more advanced readers. So listen, get comfortable, and let's get started. Chapter 1, Bloody Murder. It's me again, Hank the Cowdog. I just got some terrible news. There's been a murder on my ranch. I know I shouldn't blame myself. I mean, a dog is only a dog. He can't be everywhere at once. When I took this job as head of ranch security, I knew that I was only flesh and blood, 4 legs, a tail, and a couple of ears. Pretty nice kind of nose that girl dogs really go for. 2 bushels of hair and another half bushel of Mexican sand burrs. It's a type of plant that sticks to you. You add all that up and you don't get Superman, just me. Oh, good old easygoing Hank, who works hard, tries to do his job, and gets very little cooperation from anyone else. I'm not complaining. I knew this wouldn't be an easy job. It took a special kind of dog, strong, fearless, dedicated, and above all, smart. Obviously, Drover didn't fit. The job fell on my shoulders. It was my destiny. I couldn't escape the broom of history that swept through. So anyway, I took the job. Head of ranch security. Gee, I was proud of that title. Just the sound of it made my tail wag. But now this, a murder right under my nose. I know I shouldn't blame myself, but I do. I got the report this morning around dawn. I had been up most of the night patrolling the northern perimeter of ranch headquarters. I'd heard some coyotes yapping up there, and I went to check it out. I told Drover where I was going, and he came up lame all of a sudden. Said he needed to rest his right front leg. I went alone, but didn't find anything. The coyotes stayed out in the pasture. I figured there were 2, maybe 3 of them. They yapped for a couple of hours, making fun of me, calling me names, and daring me to come out to fight. Well, you know me, I'm no dummy. There's a thin line between heroism and stupidity, and I try to stay on the south side of it. I didn't go out and fight, but I answered them bark for bark, yap for yap, and name for name. The coyote hasn't been built who can out-yap Hank the Cowdog. A little before dawn, Loper, one of the cowboys on this outfit, stuck his head out of the door and bellowed, "Shut up!" I guess he thought there was only one coyote out there. They kept it up and I gave it back to them. Next time Loper came to the door. He was armed. He fired a gun into the air and yelled something. Would you believe it? Those coyotes yipped louder than ever, and I had no choice but to give it back to them. Loper came back out and fired another gunshot. This one came so close to me that I heard the hum of the bullet. Loper must have lost his bearings or something, so I barked louder than ever to give him my position and, to let him know that I was out there protecting the ranch. The next bullet just near missed me. I mean, I felt the wind of it as it went past. That was enough for me. I laid low for a while, hiding in the shelter until I was sure the artillery had gone back to bed. Then I went down for a roll in the sewer, cleaned up, washed myself real good, came out feeling refreshed and ready to catch up on my sleep. I then trotted down to the gas tanks and found Drover curled up in my favorite spot. I growled him off my gunny sack, beat it, make way for the night patrol. He didn't want to move, so I went to sterner measures, and I bit him. That moved him out, and he didn't show any signs of lameness. I have an idea that where Drover is lamest is between the ears. I did my usual bedtime ritual of walking around a tight circle in my bed until I found just the spot I wanted, and then I flopped down. Oh, that felt good. I wiggled around and finally came to rest with all 4 of my paws sticking up in the air. I closed my eyes and had some wonderful twitching dreams about, well, I don't really exactly remember, but most likely they were about Beulah, the neighbor's collie. I dream about Beulah a lot. What a dog. She makes my old heart pound just to think about her. Beautiful brown and white hair, big eyes, a nose that tapers down to a point, not quite as good as mine, but so what? And nice ears that flap when she runs. Only trouble is that she's crazy about a spotted bird dog, without a doubt the ugliest, dumbest, worthless dog I have ever met. What could be uglier than a spotted, short-haired dog with a long, skinny tail? And what could be dumber or more worthless than a dog that goes around chasing birds? They call him Plato. I don't know why, except maybe because his eyes look like plates half the time. Empty plates. He doesn't know a cow from a sow, but do you think that makes him humble? No, sir. He thinks that bird chasing is hot stuff. What really hurts, though, is that Beulah seems to agree. I don't understand that dog, but I dream about her a lot. Anyway, where was I? Under the gas tanks, catching up on my sleep. All at once, Drover was right there beside me, jumping up and down and giving off that high-pitched squeal of his that kind of bores into your eardrums. You can't ignore him when he does that. Well, I throwed open one eye, kept the other one shut so that I could get some halfway sleep. Will you please shut up? Hank, oh, Hank, it's just terrible. You wouldn't believe. Hurry and wake up. I've seen his tracks down in the creek. Get up before he escapes. I threw open the other eye, pushed myself up, and went nose to nose with the noisemaker. Quit hopping around, quit making all that racket. Hold on, and state your business. Okay, I'll try. He tried and was none too successful. But he did get the message across. Oh, Hank, there's been a killing right here on the ranch, and we slept through it. What? I was coming awake by then, and the word killing sent a jolt clean out to the end of my tail. Who's been killed? They hit the chicken house. I don't know how they got in, but they did. Busted there and killed one of those big hens. Killed her dead, Hank. Oh, the blood. Well, that settled it. I had no choice but to go back on duty. A lot of dogs would have just turned over and gone back to sleep, but I take this stuff pretty serious. Alright guys, that is half of chapter 1. Stay tuned for for the rest of the chapter. And we'll see what happens to the chicken that was murdered.